Can you build a profitable plant business in 2023? Welcome back to LushPlants. Here is 11 tips and creative ideas for you. Now, one of my most asked questions is, can you make money selling plants? And if I'm being frank, I'd say no, not really. Seriously, let me explain. You'll make some money, but you won't be able to scale it up. It won't be worth your effort. Now, my personal opinion, plants are much better when you treat it as a hobby, rather than looking at it as a for-profit perspective, as a corporation. Okay, fine, right? But we all want to pay some bills, we love plants, we want to pay off our plants. What can we do that's fun, generate some income, and also provide some value in the plant community? Now we're talking, right? So I have some ideas for you that I would actually consider implementing in my own hobby, in my own life here. So stay around, it's jam-packed with good stuff. Now, important to note, I will not be including disgusting plant habits that happen in this industry, like sellers flipping plants immediately after importing, buying a cheap plant from the store and selling it for 3 times the price right after purchasing it. Or selfishly stealing cuttings from botanical gardens, conservatories, small businesses, or even in this Reddit user's case, family members. Reddit user Plant Mom Aita, where her sister-in-law and niece was house-sitting for 2 weeks, only for this user to come back to her whole collection of expensive houseplants, cut, propagated, destroyed. You know what? The niece and the sister-in-law sold the cuttings for profit, at least $1,000 worth of damage, years of care destroyed over greed. For the criminals who do these things, just get out of the plant community. Stealing plants for profit is peak capitalism at its final breaking point. We only have downwards to go from here, folks. Now, for the rest of us, the 99% of us with morals, ethics, let's get into my 11 ways to make your plant business profitable in 2023. Actual useful tips, creative ideas to get it growing as soon as possible. Now, let me preface this with, we will be rating these ideas from 1 to 10. These ratings, these tips, and essentially everything in all my content is always my personal opinion. What I rate as a 9 may sound like a 1 to you, depending on your taste, skills, interests, and so on. Now hit the like, smash the subscribe, let me know which idea you can see working for you. Let's start with number 1. Sell plants, propagations, either online or in store. I'm rating this a 4 out of 10. It's a saturated market, there's low demand, high competition, high cost, volatile market, high labor and upkeep. It's risky. Number 2, physical plant art. And this I'm rating a 9 out of 10. And I have an example for this. It's this lady in Germany, Astrid Wilk Studio. Great example. She's an artist, very successful in her plant business. What are the barriers for this, right? You need to be talented, you have to develop some skills in visual arts for you to succeed in this area. Now, she's a great example of how this works. For an example in my case, and my lack of visual art skills, I present to you my Alocasia Jacqueline. See if you can spot the fake one. Number 3, offer plant repotting services for personal customers. I'd rate this 2 out of 10. There's low demand, high labor costs, low profit, it's not really scalable. People don't want to pay for you to repot their stuff more than maybe $10, right? Is it worth your time? Definitely not. However, number 4, offer plant services to business customers. And this is where I'm rating that a 7 out of 10. It's an increasing market, it's scalable, there's high margins. It does come with high labor and upkeep costs, but you can really grow something there. Businesses want to pay. especially if you know what you're doing. Number 5, offer a digital plant product. This I have at 4 out of 10. It's a one-time investment. It's scalable. However, it requires some skills. There's some high commitment with your time. You may get extremely low sales in the beginning. For an example here, though, I reversed engineered and thought, what's a problem that I would have as a plant collector, right? What's one of my biggest fears, one of my biggest problems? Going on vacation. How to have your house sitter or your unexperienced plant person take care of your plants while you're away. Okay, so I have this digital file here with all the plant checklist items one would need when taking care of these plants. In this case, this Calathea, whatever. Customers buy the digital file once for $1 and they have it for life, right? So you print that file on a hardback paper, you write your details, you cut it up, you stick that checklist to a small little popsicle stick or whatever, a branch. You put it in your planter. Whoever's taking care of your plants knows what needs special attention, right? It's smart. So you can take a look at mine here. If someone's actually interested in this checklist, the first 10 commenters will receive it for free. But I seriously doubt someone wants this. It's a very niche problem. Number 6, plant books. Could be informational books, could be a coloring book, digital, it could be hardback. Right? You need some experience. You need to be an expert in your field, right? You have to say something, right? So people buy your book. Or maybe you need some skills in digital art or visual art. It takes a long time, but you need those skills, right? You need something to say, or you need to draw something or picture something nice, or so on, right? But you may get low sales in the first year. However, I think there is a growing demand. It's a one-time investment for you, and the profit potential is there. Definitely a book, if you're selling that on Amazon, paperback, over the years, you can rack up some sales there. So at number 7, we have moss walls. 9 out of 10, I'm giving it. You need some knowledge, you need some skills. There's upfront costs, and it is time consuming. It's local only, right? It's not something you can ship easily. So it's semi-scalable. However, it provides value for years. So people love it. It's quite beautiful. So here's an example of a moss wall I've bought from a local artist here in Canada for 250 Canadian dollars. Very happy with it. Most of the moss was dried and preserved. It's really awesome. It's one of a kind, right? Number 8, develop a fertilizer. Here I have 10 out of 10, right? You need some knowledge, you need some experience, you need to be a titan of your industry. There's high failure rates, high startup costs. However, it's scalable, right? You've got high profit potential. So a good example of this would be the lovely Kaylee Ellen in the UK with her channel. Apparently, according to a video, she's developing a fertilizer that works much better than the leading brands. So if this is true, we're all going to be buying this, right? Like, no questions asked. So Kaylee Ellen is someone who would likely succeed in this market. Number 9, develop an ecologically friendly pest killer that keeps working. I have this 100 out of 10, right? Destroys the aphids, the thrips, and does not lead to pests becoming immune. So of course you need high knowledge. It's nearly impossible. The pests are evolving all the time, but there's high profit potential, right? Like, imagine better food yields, farmers are happy, growers are happy, and it's non-harmful to the ecosystem, right? Like, so we need that. And this leads us exactly in number 10, which is breed beneficial insects. I've got this 50 out of 10. You need some high knowledge. It's quite a commitment. What if you have a phobia of bugs? That's not going to work, right? However, it's profitable, it's scalable, it's in high demand, it's eco-friendly, it's self-sustaining, right? Like, bugs just create new bugs. You don't have to buy new bugs. Number 11. This one is the worst. Make and sell moss poles 1 out of 10. High commitment, it's been done. High labor, low profit margins, not scalable. Don't do it. That's it for me today. Please destroy that subscribe button for me so I know to keep going and make more videos for you guys. My name is Lush. You're watching LushPlants. We'll see you next time.